So the other day, somebody told me that I have a baby face, like with a dad bod. Thank you. What's that supposed to mean, though? You know, like my face just hit puberty, but my body's having some weird midlife crisis. I don't understand, you know. But that's way better than having a and having a dad face, like with a little baby bod. But yeah, then you just look like Ron Reynolds in Deadpool 2, you know? So, ooh, what a nightmare. So I have a speech impediment. Please keep your pants on. And you know, doctors have tried to diagnose, like, know precisely what's wrong with me. Like, you know, a few call it a verbal block, but I personally like to call it a cock block. So that's me. What's up, guys? And yeah, lots of times when people hear me talk, though, you know, they tend to think that I'm shy. Like, I would just like to let you guys like know that in preschool, I bit my teacher on the breast. So, what's up, ladies? Yeah, stuttering can be very frustrating. Like, you know, having to live with this every day. Like, you know, a lot of people, they recognize me, you know, just due to the way that I talk. Like I'm back home in Tennessee, you know, just visiting at the church I grew up in. Like you know, just talking to my mom, you know, like when this lady, she walks up behind me and she goes, "Aaron, is that you? I didn't recognize you till you started talking." Bitch! Turned around, I was like, "Laura, is that you? Gosh, I thought you've been dead for 4 years." Looks like I was wrong. Like I said, you know, it's very frustrating. Like, because like within that moment, I realized that I could you know, never be Spider-Man like one day, but you know. Alright, some of y'all are very confused. I'll get you there. In like 2 or 3 minutes maybe, but I'll get you there. You know, so Peter Parker has to protect his identity, right? To protect his loved ones and everything. Front row just got it. Hey, but say that was me swinging from building to building up in New York. Gosh, I think people would know. You know, like just imagine I just got done saving the day. Like when someone hollers out at me and they're like, "Hey, who are you?" And I'm like, I'm Spider-Man. Which like they're like, "Aaron?" And I'm like, no, I'm Spider-Man. And they're like, "Nah, man, we went to high school together." This is what you're up to these days? Like, man, what happened to you? And I'd be like, "Yeah, the other week I got bit by this radioactive, this huttering tarantula, you know, and boy, it's been on downhill since then." But like I said, you know, I'm from Knoxville. I moved here about 2 years ago or so. And when moving here, like my roommate, he decided he really needed this futon, you know. So we go to the store, we get this futon, like we bring it home, if we start building it, he looks at the directions, looks at me, and then had the balls to say, "You know what, man? This might be easier said than done." What? No, I beg to differ, buddy. Like, why can't we just work on the damn thing? We'll get it done so much faster. Gosh. But so we get the futon built, you know, we start watching comedians on YouTube, because we're single, and but we had this really bad Wi-Fi connection, though, you know. So the comedian, he'd get out, you know, 2, 3, 4 words, and then it would have to stop and buffer and reload. And then 2, 3, 4 more words, and it would have to stop and buffer and reload. 2, 3, 4 more words, and stop, buffer, reload, and finally looked at my roommate. I said to him, I was like, "Man, this is getting annoying." Which he was like, yeah, just like picture if that guy paid rent here. So I murdered him, and rent's gotten expensive again. I like to do comedy though, to show that stuttering can be positive though, like did you guys know that 3 out of 4 people who stutter, they're men? Yeah, so in some weird way, that's just nature's way of making us better listeners. Right, ladies? Yeah, fellas, like you want that happy relationship, just, you get choke on half your words. They will love you so much more for it. But, yeah, like I said, I grew up in the church, I was left there at age 4, and the free bread was great, though, and the church, they liked me for 2 reasons, guys. One, I joined the choir, which is weird. I know, but while singing, I don't really have this problem, with my speech. But like I said, that's kind of weird. That's like some prostitute that can't masturbate. Just do your job, But they mainly liked me, because they believed that I was speaking in tongue. They were like, oh, that boy, he's talking to Jesus. And I'm like, yeah, no, man, I'm trying to talk to you right now. People are hang in there with me. I stutter due to anxiety. Basically, my mind is just 3 words ahead of my mouth, constantly. My brain, just can't find its own natural rhythm. That's just how white I am. And with that, I have lots of fears, and one of my biggest fears is that one day I might have to call 911 and explain to them why I need their help right now. That's scary, guys. What if someone were to break into my house? I've got to hide in they'll just have to hide, So I'm like, okay. Let's see. 911, what's your emergency? Help! 911, that's what we do. What's your location, sir? Home! Send help, please. Okay, you're not making any sense here, sir. Would you please elaborate? Gosh, if you've got time. I was in my house eating a honey bun when a man burst in and his hands was a gun. He looked at me with glaring eyes. I looked at him and began to cry. He took my table that was made of glass. I yelled at him, I'm gonna kick your butt. So basically, what I'm trying to do is report a robbery to you. Did you get that? I cannot do that again. What if I had to call the fire department, this house is on fire! That's been my time, guys. I appreciate y'all.